Ryan, a man that shares the last name with Harry Potter himself. Tell us your first thoughts on Christchurch College dinings.
This is pretty awesome.
Yeah?
I wish I knew where he sat at exactly so I could snap a photo of the chair.
I don't know, man. Gryffindor, I believe, has this table right here.
Is that right? Yeah.
So, are you more of a Slytherin or a Gryffindor kind of guy?
I'm Gryffindor.
I think you're a Hufflepuff, to be honest with you, just by looking at you. Alright, this is Mr. Parsons signing out at Christchurch College Dining Hall in Oxford, England. Alright, here I stand for in Northumbria, or Northumberland as it's now called, but formerly Northumbria in Roman times. Behind me are the remains to a remaining section of Hadrian's Wall. Hadrian's Wall was built by the Romans to keep out marauding Scots and Picts and Gauls and others coming from the north and invading the Roman territory of Britannia, which is now Britain as we know it. So this is kind of one of the last remaining settlements of the Hadrian's Wall that's still in pretty good condition. They also have a headquarters and a barracks. Every mile or so along the wall they would have a some kind of a fort or ramification to support the wall and keep it secure. And this is one of the barracks that would house the soldiers that were manning the posts along the wall. We are on our way up to Scotland. We just saw the Angel of the North, as it's called, a famous statue in northern England that is kind of a general guide of when you're getting to the north end of England. And we're about to get into Scottish territory. We're heading up to Edinburgh this evening, and we'll be spending the next 3 days before our departure in Edinburgh doing day trips to places like St Andrews and to over to Glasgow, where we'll eventually be flying out. Anyway, just thought I would get a visual reminder. As you can see, it is quite beautiful up here with the English Highlands in the background, and the history of the spot with the locations of Hadrian's Wall. So yeah, definitely more later on. Alright, here we are. Right in front of us is beautiful England, and got some crazy girls from the EF2 running in front of us. Yes, in front of us is beautiful Northern England, and behind us, Ryan Potter.
Would you film me your shorts, please?
As you can see, we have students from Greenup County right in front listening to a tour guide, and you can see this amazing structure around us. We're really high up on a hill, like I said earlier, right now. And the oldest fort that was built on this location was built over 1,000 years ago. And so there's always been a castle up on this hill. It's basalt, it's volcanic rock, the hardest type of rock that you can build on. So it's all kind of mishmashed, it's all over the place, but it's incredibly beautiful. Anyway, more from down the hill. Yes. Right, here we are on a road trip. We went and rented 2 cars, and we're driving to see Loch Ness. It's about 7:30 at night. Yeah, just after 7:30 at night. We set off about 1, so you can see what kind of good time we're making. We have had several near-death experiences. We're driving on the other side of the road. I don't know if you can see in the background, but we're surrounded by the beautiful Scottish Highlands right now. Guys, tell me what kind of an adventure you've been having so far. Sorry, they can't talk right now. Their mouths are full of cheap 1-pound rolls that we got at the Dalwhinnie gas station. But
no, we have 4 times.
So hopefully we're going to see Loch Ness, and you never know, maybe the Loch Ness Monster. How would you feel to see the Loch Ness Monster, guys?
Awesome.
That would be amazing. Robbie's developed somewhat of a rock fetish. We've been having to pick up rocks at every location that we've visited, and dude, they disappeared. Alright, turn off the camera. What are you doing? You can't record our rescue.
They're taking pictures, aren't they?
They got a flat tire.
How?
I think they're broke. I think it's over through here, so it's up for 8.
Customer service.
No, let me
No.
look at it.
Okay.
It's 8. It's for roadside service. Here, right here. My cell phone.
Do you have a cell phone? I can't get my cell phone.
Here's one tire.
800.
Here's one tire. Is it the tire or is it like the...
Right, here's what's going to happen, guys. I want you to put this, okay, we're going to put this in neutral and we're going to push it back. I'm going to move my car over here. We're going to get you off the road for one thing,
Okay,
right? Because
get the car, Daniel.
you're on a bend. So I'm going to back this black one up, right? We're going to have the boys and I, and we're going to push this back into that little alleyway right there.
Shelby, you want to steer it? You're really little.
So this is post breakdown.
I'm okay.
We have 8 of us in a Ford Focus. How thrilling. We got Mr. Parsons, who is driving. Robbie's in the passenger seat. And then we have Allison, Anise, Tyler, me in the middle seat, and Ryan, and Shelby in the trunk. What a fantabulous event. On the way to Loch Ness.
Just to make a comment, Miss Ray.
So what exactly happened?
I was driving around in the car in my usual cautious and slow way. I was paying attention to all the laws, looking at my neighbor right, looking at my neighbor left, being very courteous to tourists and motorists who wish to share the road with me here. As I was driving along, always conscious of how is my fellow neighbor doing, how is my country doing, what kind of impression is this young American making on this wonderful land of Scotland with a forgiving, loving people who embrace our culture. And that was, as I was obeying all laws and contemplating about the peace and love of the world, all of a sudden a big monster, horned-like, more like a water dinosaur, one might say. It came from the water.